Good morning, class. Today I'm very excited to introduce our special guest speaker for our No Bullying rally. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights activist in the 1950s and 60s. He led nonviolent protests to fight for the rights of all people, most notably African Americans and people of color. He hoped that the world could become a colorblind society. As a drum major for peace, he stood up for people who were being bullied and mistreated. Now, let's welcome Dr. King. Good morning, boys and girls. I am honored to be here today to answer the question, what I would say to the children of today's world. First, let me tell you that we've made it. Oh, yes, we've made it from segregated schools to diverse magnet schools. We've made it. As I glance around your classroom, I see smart boards, when all we had when I was growing up were black chalkboards. You all have laptops and computers when we only had typewriters. I see tablets and e-readers when all we had were Big Teach tablets and hand-me-down books. You all have advanced in areas that we could only dream of. However, children, you have failed in the areas of love and respect for all. You are utilizing your new technology, which was designed to enhance education, to bully in the educational environment. I once dreamed that my 4 little children would one day live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. But yet today, children right here in your school and the world are still being persecuted. 50+ years later, you are still treating each other with the same injustices that myself and so many other leaders like Thurgood Marshall and Rosa Parks fought against. Gabrielle Tay, 8 years old. Ashanti Davis, 10. Mallory Grossman, 12. Rosalie Avila, 13. And David Malik, 16 years old. These names may not mean anything to you, but they are precious jewels who suffer in silence and committed suicide due to bullying. They were bullied in school and on social media by classmates. They were called racist names and taunted for being different. Bullying someone because they wear a turban or a hijab or because they're darker or heavier is unacceptable. Whatever happened to love thy neighbor as thyself? I once said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. However, I have concluded from the 1,400 suicides per year happening among 11 to 18-year-olds that the end is coming too soon for some youth. Let us remember that the ultimate tragedy in this is not just the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. My message to you today is to let's break the silence and end school bullying. Just because there's bullying in the White House doesn't mean there should be bullying in the schoolhouse. Did you know that a negative online reputation can impact college admission? Finally, my dear children, don't suffer in silence. Stand up, speak up, look up, live up to your full potential, for you were fearfully and wonderfully created by God. Thank you.